Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 12th. We are going to jump right in here, Cancer. And in your first row, we're going to take a look at just your general energies for the week. In your next row, we are going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you this week. In your next row, we're going to look at any of the good stuff that could be coming up for you this week. And again, it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's all going to be positive. And actually, damn, Cancer, this looks pretty good to me. I like that. And in your last row, we're going to look at any messages from your guides. On top of that, I will be pulling 3 yes or no question cards at the end, and I will give you time to think of your questions. In your current general energies here, you have this hourglass card. It says time is of the essence. So I do feel this is saying like it's time to get a move on, but I feel like you're moving on from something that you once enjoyed. Again, it's another one of those weeks, and I have a feeling that for the next couple of years, just based off the astrology, we're probably going to see the tower coming up quite a bit in the readings. And again, it's another one of those weeks where like every single person has had the tower this week, which is pretty weird. I switch decks between every single reading that I do. So, people always ask me, is the card sticking? I mean, you saw me shuffle, so no, it's not. But on top of that, I switch decks between every single reading. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me that this has been happening so much, but I feel that we are being asked to make quick decisions, and that's kind of what I feel for you here. You have the 5 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Tower. The other thing that I kind of feel on this 5 of Cups is like, to me, it's saying, how much more evidence do you need? He's crying over spilt wine, but it's like he's crying there, and it's almost as if he's hoping that those cups will be put back up and there will be more wine in them, but there's something new behind him. The 5 of Cups is a card of gratitude. When we can be grateful for what we do have, then we get the bridge and the castle that is also on this card. So to me, 5 of Cups really isn't that bad of a card, number one. Number two, I always tell a story. It's like when I was a kid, my mom wouldn't let us eat junk food, right? So I used to ask for Pringles for Christmas because Pringles were my favorite. And it's like I ate so many Pringles that I got sick one Christmas, and now I can't even say the word Pringles without getting sick. So, it's like one of those things. I lost my taste for Pringles because of the 5 of Cups. So what I would say to you is it's like, is there something that you've lost your taste for that you just, think that you enjoy it because you once enjoyed it, but there's something better coming in for you? And that's what this reading looks like to me. You have the King of Pentacles. Something has been the same for too long is what I'm feeling here, is that something has just been the same. And even here we see the Tower, the crown, if I can speak today, is falling off of the King. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be seeing something that has been established in your life, leaving your life, but this is probably not a bad thing. I would say that this is probably a good thing. Again, like I said, I feel like there's going to be, I feel like by the time we get to 2025, we will all probably have experienced some pretty big, just mind-changing moments, let's put it that way, where maybe we always thought that the sky was blue, for example, and the ground was green, but maybe it's actually the other way around, right? Maybe actually the sky is green and the ground is blue, is kind of the type of shocks that we could be experiencing. This is Neptune and Pisces as far as I'm concerned. Neptune and Pisces, as I always say, is just a challenge to traditional belief, the things we've always believed just because. And so for a lot of you, I feel there just could be some changes here. Let's see what's going on for you. With the 5 of Cups, here you go. You have the 10 of Cups. I feel that there is a lot of happiness coming in for you. I feel that some of us, a lot of us really could be feeling the restrictions just in the world in general. And I feel this is making us maybe try to hold on to things that really have nothing as far as fulfillment is concerned. I feel like once we kind of walk towards something where maybe we feel a little bit off balance, maybe we have to walk towards new love, so that means we have to be alone for a little bit of time. Maybe we have to walk towards a new job or start a business, which maybe that means we have to work late at night or, to get things going, to get things off the ground. Or maybe we have to, step outside a comfort zone, start a YouTube channel and, have the risk of being exposed on YouTube or something, right? That's what I see for you here. Is I kind of feel like taking some sort of risk, walking into the unknown is what's going to lead to your 10 of Cups. I love readings that have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and you have both here. Really nice. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Lovers. For a lot of you, this could be talking about new love for sure. Kind of feel like there could be like a Scorpio coming in for you. Could also be someone who has like Gemini in their chart or, air, like an air rising sign or something. But, I do feel there could be like a Scorpio coming in, but definitely could be love. With the Tower, you have the Five of Wands. This is like conflict and competition. I kind of feel like we have to just... I really don't know what I'm trying to say here, Cancer, so bear with me, but do any of you who watch me actually know what I'm saying? Probably not, right? Do you watch me for that? Probably not. But what I'd say here is I feel like for some of us, it's like we could be seeing certain conflicts in the world, but these aren't like legitimate. I'm not talking about like war or something like that, right? I'm just talking about maybe beliefs or things that are happening. And I almost feel like there's this place that exists where we just don't have to even take part in it, where we can just choose to be positive, where we can choose to, do good things, right? And I almost see some of you just saying, like, I don't, like, want to be part of the world that is conflict. I want to do better things with my life. And, I kind of see that here, that you are making those decisions. I don't know. I like it. It looks good to me. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this sweetheart card. Oh, look at that. And you also have this joyfulness card. Love it. So there could definitely be a sweetheart love coming in for you. Could be a lot of happiness. And also, this card over here, the joyfulness one, kind of looks like the Three of Cups. So I do feel that there could be celebrations coming in for you. You also have the Ten of Cups here. So I know this isn't the Three of Cups, but again, it's giving me Three of Cups vibes. So I feel for some of you, could just be a good time in your community, or you could be spending time with family and things like that. You have the Four of Wands, the Magician, and the Page of Wands. Definitely could be attracting marriage into your life if you want marriage. So if you're looking for love, I feel there could be love. Right next to it, you have the World card. Both cards to me are cards of completion. They're both cards of kind of wrapping things up and, taking something to the next level. So, this to me looks like a finish line right here. I always say that the Four of Wands is kind of my finish line card. It's kind of my card of like going to the next level or moving on to the next thing. And I feel a lot of you could be doing that. It's also a card of celebration as well. So you have kind of two cards of celebration here in this first row. You have the Magician. If the Magician is pointing towards the Three of Pentacles, I'll show you that in just a minute. But I feel that some of you have attracted like a partner. This could be in love for some of you. And it's like someone who wants to work on a team, who wants to build something more than just a relationship. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, it's like building and leaving a legacy. It's much more than just having love in your life. And I feel if you want love, you could be attracting that. For others, I feel like you could just be attracting the right people. For all of you, even if you're attracting love, I also feel that you could be attracting people kind of on your path because you have this Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about going on an adventure. It's about going on a journey. And he is kind of pointing right next to the Three of Pentacles. And again, I'll show you in a minute. But I feel for a lot of you that by getting started on your journey, that's like when we attract the people in our journey. And here you go. Magician pointing to the Three of Pentacles. Page of Wands kind of going towards the Three of Pentacles. I don't know. I just really like how this reading is set up, Cancer. It looks really good to me. So let's see what is going on here. I definitely feel love for those of you that want it. With the Four Wands, you have the King of Pentacles twice here. So King of Pentacles, still a good card for love because it could be a person. King of Pentacles to me is a person who wants something permanent, something long-term. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. It could just be a King of Pentacles energy person that is serious, that wants the Ten of Pentacles. With the Magician, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success coming in for you. Definitely, again, the two tens for sure. So if you're working on any projects or businesses, I feel there's a lot of success for you. I would also be careful of your words. This is a very good reading. So I feel like you are using the right words, but the Magician, he knows that his words create worlds. So I feel like you need to make sure, especially with the Eight of Wands, which is card communication and words, that you are using the right words when you talk about yourself, when you talk about the things you want. Make sure to speak positively. With the Page of Wands, here you go. You have the Four Wands. See, I feel like some of you are kind of like on this journey that is going to lead to more than what you expect. And, I feel this is a good thing. Sometimes maybe we move and meet the love of our life. It's like maybe that wasn't the original intention of moving, but maybe that's what it leads to. Maybe we start a business and it also leads to the love of our life, or leads to another business or something else. And I kind of see that here where there are just maybe some like unexpected things. It's funny because I said this to Pisces like last week. So it seems to me like it's a water sign energy, probably because Neptune and Pisces. Neptune and Pisces is kind of, I look at it as it's almost like Mad Libs for your life, where it's like you're kind of like choosing your own journey with Neptune and Pisces. I think the reason people feel restricted under Neptune and Pisces is it's almost like there's no guidance. That's not true, but it's almost as if maybe there are no milestones where it's like we can't say, oh, I've made progress. Maybe we don't feel like we have made progress when we actually have. So people sometimes, I think, don't get very far. If we just go, if we listen to our heart, just listen to our desires under Neptune and Pisces, we'll probably find a lot of success just in general. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this domination card, and you also have this extremism card. I feel, again, this is the good stuff, so it doesn't matter what these cards are. They're going to be positive. I feel like some of you are dominating something here. I feel some of you are getting more active as well. Look at this. These people are like wrestling on this domination card. So I feel for some of you, this has to do with like your health improving. And again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I do feel some of you could be improving your health or getting more active, but I also feel like you're kind of like dominating something that you believe in. The extremism card is about your beliefs, and it can represent changing your beliefs, but I feel like some of you, it's like you believe in something, and because you believe in it so deeply, it's going to become successful. This is reminding me of Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is my card of conviction. It's my card that says when you know that something is for you, then it's for you. Then it happens, right? And like the deeper you believe it, the more likely it is to happen. So that's kind of like what I feel here. You have the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. The World card is a card of accomplishment. So I do feel there's like some sort of accomplishment coming in for you with the World card. And again, right next to it, you have the Four of Wands. Both cards represent accomplishments, achievements, and things like that. I'm also getting travel here, and it's kind of interesting because like part of me, my intuition is saying like some of you are traveling right now, and the other part of me is like saying no, they're traveling in the future. For some of you, like intuitively, I'm kind of wondering if you go somewhere and then you go back in the future. It really wouldn't surprise me if over like the next 6 months or so, maybe you travel somewhere, you fall in love with the place, and then you end up moving there. So don't be surprised if something like that happens. But I also feel there's a lot of accomplishments in this reading for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles next. Ten of Pentacles is, again, a card of accomplishments and success. So I do feel there's a lot of success coming in for you here, Cancer. I also feel there's a lot of abundance coming in with the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could just be creating a lot of success in general with this card. I also feel you're trying to balance things out. And what I mean by that is that the Ten of Pentacles is the tree of life. It kind of represents everything you want in your life. I kind of almost feel like I see this like star map in my head, as crazy as this sounds, Cancer. And I feel like the star map is really just a map of the things that you desire to have in your life. And I feel like you're kind of like checking things off on this map. That's what I'm seeing with this card. And I feel like you're saying, okay, I need to have more health, or I need to have more money, or I need to have more of this. And I feel like you're just kind of like mapping it out. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I like it. Next, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you're more open to kind of co-creation. Three of Pentacles is my card of co-creation, is my card of teamwork makes the dream work. So I definitely feel like working on a team is going to be extremely beneficial for you at this time, Cancer. I feel like that's true for everyone. As I always say, I feel that, working together with other people is really where it's at this time, or getting people to help you is just going to make you like 10 times more successful. Also, you only have this card here, but for some reason I thought you had another card with polka dots on it, but she has polka dots on her cloak on the Three of Pentacles. And I definitely feel it's true for everyone as well right now that we need to be focusing on like having more fun in life. Because I think things have gotten too serious, obviously. And the polka dots in the tarot represent taking things too seriously and needing to bring like more playfulness into, whatever it is you're doing. So, I mean, you're going to have to be honest with yourself and look at like, where have I been too serious? With the World, damn, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles twice is amazing. Definitely some sort of financial accomplishment for some of you. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Justice card. The Justice card, again, remember I said something about balance on that Ten of Pentacles? Here you go. So I feel like you're kind of balancing things out in the sense that you're saying like, okay, I have enough love, but I don't have enough money. It's like, how can I get the two things working together? Or, I have enough, maybe you have enough health, but you don't have love. Or, it's like, I see you kind of looking at everything and saying, how can I get everything to just work together? How can I get everything to create this like symbiotic relationship with everything that's going on in my life? Pretty deep reading is what I would say here, Cancer. I feel like these are kind of like deep thoughts with Cancer is what this is. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups. So wishes, wish fulfillment. Kind of interesting. A lot of fulfillment coming in. It's really interesting to me. Something has changed because, what I will say to you, Cancer, is that in August, I was not feeling good. Just like intuitively, I was a little sketched out. I was getting weird messages. And I was like, man, September is going to be maybe not so great. And then I did the September readings and something changed. So, I don't know if we've like jumped timelines, if we've made some sort of positive change, but this month is looking a lot better than I originally anticipated based off of my intuition, for sure. Next, in the area of messages from your guides, you have this card that says, continue to make the most of every open door on this card. So I feel like I feel like your guides are saying like, hey, when an opportunity presents itself, take advantage of it. I feel there's like random opportunities coming in for you as well, like things that you've never thought of doing. Like maybe your friend is like, hey, let's go to this cooking class, right? It's like, maybe you're like, I don't even want to take a cooking class, but I'm going to go. So I'd say if there's like any of those random type situations popping up in your life, I feel like these situations are creating luck is what's popping into my head. But it's like, if you don't go through the door, I feel like you're not going to experience the luck. So I would just say any open door that presents itself, I would take it. For some of you, like I'm getting something about a class here as well, just popping into my head intuitively. Like maybe someone is like, hey, I'm going to let you into my class for free or something along those lines. And I would take it, whatever it is. I feel like it could be very beneficial. You have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands here. I do feel that we are entering into kind of like the Mars retrograde shadow. Mars goes retrograde on October 30th. As I always say, every single Mars retrograde year, I avoid arguments at all cost for the entire year. I avoid outbursts at all cost for the entire year. That extremism card, by the way, is a card of outbursts. It is meant to show positivity, but again, I would be careful of creating conflict. I feel like your guides are saying that. Also, there's a difference here between these two cards. You have teamwork and co-creation, Three of Pentacles, and then you have, trying to go alone here and here as well with the Five of Swords. So again, I triggered a bunch of you. I think it was Cancer reading last week where I said, get over yourself. Or no, maybe it was Sagittarius. I don't remember. I triggered a bunch of people by basically saying, get over yourself, work with other people. And people are like, how dare you, say that I have to work with other people. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to make your life better, So I'm trying to trigger more of those people. But anyway, because, for those of you that are smart enough to understand that, you should be working together with other people. There you go. But what I'd say here is I feel like this is saying, going alone is just going to make things harder. So again, I don't care what people do, but, if you want to make your life harder, go for it. That's what this is basically saying. And as I always say, this is tough love with Chris. This isn't warm and cuddly tarot, right? So what I would say here is that I feel like this Five of Swords is saying that, there's better ways to do things, and especially not on your own, right? You also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is pretty interesting here because the Queen of Pentacles, she's very focused on that pentacle. She's not focused on that rabbit that is right here. The rabbit represents like fears and anxiety on the Queen of Pentacles. It can represent fertility and abundance, but on this card it represents fears and anxiety. She's focused on the pentacle. She's not focused on the fears. So it kind of represents focusing on the right things. She's also extremely resourceful, and she's focusing on like what she is good at. So, this is like part of the teamwork. If you have an opportunity to work on a team in work or business or career or even in love, it kind of is saying that it's not saying you're weak, right, for not being able to fill in the gaps, but it's just saying, I believe this reading is saying over here that there are people who can fill in the gaps, who can do things that you can't do, and they're good at things that you're not, you're good at things that they're not, and I kind of see this like opportunity to really co-create with other people, which I feel is very important. So that's what I'd be doing here. Let's see here. I would also take some sort of risk. Five of Swords is my card taking a risk. So again, if like a friend invites you to do something that you've never done before, or if a door opens, I would walk through it. With the Five of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, too much work on your own, right? He could easily call his friends and say, hey, I'm having a harvest. I need help. I can't handle all these responsibilities, right? He could make his life so much easier, but he doesn't. So I feel for some of you, this is saying your life could be easy, but you're going to have to tap into your resources, Queen of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, stubborn energy, right? So I feel for some of you, needing to open up to other people would be very beneficial. The thing about the King of Swords is that it can represent a person who can solve your problems very quickly. I always say that the King of Swords to me can represent an expert, like a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, or whatever. If you're having an issue, King of Swords to me says there's a person, and it doesn't matter what gender, but there's a person who can solve your problems very, very quickly if you seek that person out. So I would definitely be seeking out some sort of expert. With the Five Wands, Two of Swords, again, stubborn energy, she needs to make a compromise here. So I feel this reading, really this part of the reading is encouraging you to make a compromise. Two of Swords is kind of being stuck at a stalemate. So some of you could be experiencing a conflict. Again, I would avoid arguments at all cost. And what I would do if I were you, and again, not telling you what to do, is I would try, if you're having an argument with people or a person, this to me kind of represents like mediation, like getting a person, maybe an outside person, to help, bring two sides together. Some of you might be dealing with that in a legal situation in general, but actually I would say that this would be a good thing if you're dealing with that. All right, we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. I really should be calling this yes, no, maybe, because tarot doesn't control your life. So 1, 2, and 3, feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. For question number 1, I would actually say yes. Again, 2 of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. Definitely an element of work hard, play hard in this reading. So I would say if you're working hard, make sure you're balancing out the energy like we said earlier. Next, for question number 2, I'd say no. 9 of Swords, never-ending story, so no. For question number 3, I would say yes. I feel like you've been waiting for this very patiently as well, so yes. But pretty good reading. I like this, so thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.